Hey guys, so today we're gonna be doing a cooking video. I'm gonna be making rellenos de papa, but my version because I'm not Hispanic and I just like them. And I like to make things that are gluten free to go with my allergies and just kind of make life a lot easier. So today I'm gonna be using turkey, like y'all saw, and I'm gonna be using a little bit of beef. I always go to the meat market to get my beef. And that's the Turkey Hill beef. Turkey Hill turkey, right? Or Stony Brook. I don't know. We gotta sort of package, okay? So I'm putting on my little seasons. I don't really have like a set amount. I just put it until I know it tastes good because I kind of just know. I put a little bit of paprika in there as well, and I also put some adobo because I like my things to taste good, okay? And if when I'm ready, the thing don't taste the way I want it to taste, I'll put a little bit more. So I'm gonna be using the Big Boss oilless fryer. I used this before when I made some. What did I make with wings? I made up in there, and they were so good. You guys love that video, so I was like, let me do an updated version of it. So now I'm just going to go ahead and mash those potatoes that you saw that I was boiling, just like that. Mash, mash, mash. All right, and I put a little bit of butter in there as well, and I also put some eggs up in there that I had already beat. I saw somebody do a similar recipe. I think she did use a little bit of oil. I didn't use any oil. I just pretty much used butter, so that's why mine didn't come out the same exact way, but it's okay because I'm not really a fan of oil. Like, I try to use the least amount of oil as possible because that's soy honey. But I mean, there's a lot of different oils, but just in general, I don't really use a lot of oil. So yeah, just continue to mash it up, and I'll definitely reference the video down below if I can find it. I think it was like the only one that I saw that they actually used that oilless. Well, they used the air fryer. And so let's get started. We about to do it. So we're gonna make this kind of like dough, and just kind of put it together, and just kind of make it like a flat surface to start off with, kind of like if you were making like patelillos, patties, whatever you want to call it, empanadas, all that good stuff. If you was making any of those things, how you knead the dough and you make it a certain way so you can put the meat inside. That's pretty much what we doing, or even meat pies or all that stuff. I know different cultures, they call them different things. So that's what we're doing right here. We're just kind of putting a little bit of meat in there. About 2 spoons is usually good from what I've seen with most of them. When I put more than 2 spoons, some of them busted open. All right, so we just kind of make it into a ball now, just like that. And yes, I did wash my hands earlier, just in case y'all was wondering, because some people be trying to come for you, and I'm not the one. So anyways, just kind of putting it in a little bit of egg right there. And then I actually made my own flour. I don't know if I mentioned that before, but I made my own flour. This is actually, I put it in my little Ninja blender, and this is oats. So this is pretty much oat flour, but that I made myself. Like, I make wraps, I make pancakes, anything you can think of. I make with my oats right there. I make waffles sometimes, but not really that much because I don't really use like certain things. Like, I don't really use baking powder or anything. But anyway, I'm kind of rambling right now. But that's what I do. I make my own flour to avoid the whole wheat thing. So I mean, I eat wheat here and there. I'm not even gonna front, like, but it's not like a super bad allergy, but it's an allergy. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and just kind of do some more of these. Y'all see how the process goes. Just continue to do the darn thing. And I know this is not like a typical, like, no, this is not a cooking channel. I just felt like doing this because I just felt like it. Like, I was like, yo, why don't I share this with somebody? Somebody might want to see how I make certain things. And if it's successful, maybe I'll do some more, because I do make a lot of foods that are either gluten-free or allergy-free. A lot of different things with potatoes. I make potatoes with, as bread for burgers. I make waffles as bread, and all kind of different things that you wouldn't even think of. So yeah, I eat a little different, but it's tasty though. So now I have a bunch of them here. I'm going to start putting them in the fryer. That's the meat that I had left over. I just used it in the morning with eggs on a few different days and things like that. So yeah, I know this area is like all congested. Like I said, this was like super random, so I wasn't like, oh, let me go ahead and fix up and do this. No, this is the way it was just laid out there. So I was like, you know what? I'm cooking. If I was just cooking right now, this is exactly how it would be. Not fancy, not trying to look cute for nobody. So yeah, what you see is what you get, boo. So the next thing we're gonna do is just kind of turn it on and let it do what it do. Boom. I'm making some good chicken with this thing. And fries, this is like fry heaven. Like, I love it for fries. I make fries all the time with this. Probably a little too much, especially lately. I've been loving me some fries. So I just use my little, heat thing to just kind of pick it up because that thing is hot. See, I did ruin one of them. Ugh. But it's okay because they're for me. So, I don't really care. It's perfectly fine. This is not a perfect world, so it don't always come out perfect. So, yeah, I'm just going to kind of, I was like burning my fingers. Yeah. I was like, hold up, wait a minute. It's kind of hot. Let me move fast. So, yeah, I just kind of put them in there. And then I had, I think, one more batch that I had to do after this. So, just kind of speed up that process a little bit. Y'all already know how we do. And make the magic. Boom, boom, boom. And okay. So, yeah, now it's time for a taste test. It's the first one, and oh my gosh. It was super duper hot. You know when you gotta be like, because you're just so freaking greedy. And you don't want the thing to like cool down for a minute. Yeah, I've done that many a times and burned my freaking tongue. But you see all that steam? But the thing was so freaking good. Oh my gosh. They was so freaking amazing. Yum, yum. Like, just the right amount of seasoning. Just the right amount of everything. Like, it definitely gave me what I needed, y'all. Definitely. Alright, guys. Let me stop being greedy. I'll see y'all guys on the next one. Make sure you subscribe. Later.